Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So as you could see from the photo on the video, we're going to look at some new TIR TIR products. And I also have this little makeup case from Say, and I filled it up with some new drugstore products as well. So I'm not sure how you would categorize TIR TIR, maybe just indie. So I usually try to keep the products, if they're more high-end, use more high-end, and if they're more drugstore, use more drugstore. But I'm just going to use some additional drugstore products. Some of them are brand new to me, and then one of them is an oldie that I purchased that I think is really good, and I want to show that to you. As well. So yeah, let's just get into it. So here is the box from TIR TIR. I had to order this online, and it took a little bit of time to get here. But what we picked up is, and the price is going to really amaze you. So we picked up the Mask Fit Red Foundation, Luminous Glide and Hide 72-hour coverage, and I got shade 22N Shell Beige. Now, I reviewed the one in the compact that went, I think it's also called Red Mask, or it's got the word mask in the title, but it's the red one that everybody was reviewing and went viral, I think, on TikTok. And so I did that one probably almost a year ago now. If you want to go into my foundation review list, it'll be saved in there. And then they also had a more moisturizing or hydrating version that looked exactly like the compact, but I think it was like in a white pearl case. So I have reviewed those two foundations previously if you want to do a comparison and see what I thought of those products. So, but this is, I believe this is a new product for them. Okay, and so got the foundation, and then also picked up the TIR TIR Mask Fit Waterproof Setting Spray. And then finally, I got the Glide and Hide Blurring Concealer Zero Filter 2-in-1 Total Coverage. The shade I got in that is 4N. It's probably like a light neutral. And then they threw in this little TIR TIR. It's a mirror, so it looks like they're compact. Okay, it says it is a skin-adhering cover foundation, offers long-lasting, breathable coverage with skincare ingredients for a flawless, weightless finish. Take an appropriate amount and thinly apply on the face in the direction of skin texture and pat into skin for a seamless finish. Shake it lightly before use. Okay. It is manufactured for TIR TIR, and it says it's made in Korea. TIR TIR is, this took 2 to 3 weeks to get to me. So they do have a US website, but I don't know. I mean, I purchased it through Instagram by clicking on the link, and so I can only assume that it came from outside of the country. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and start getting this on. And I'm just going to grab my mirror real quick. Okay, this way I can see if I've got it all in. Or all... this way I could see if it's all blended. Okay, well that's one pump. Let's go in and do another. I don't know what kind of finish we're expecting, but I do know that the other TIR TIR was had pretty good coverage. This is very thin. It is definitely gliding and blending in pretty easily. It feels very lightweight. Okay, I think this shade is really good. When I play back my videos, sometimes I notice that, like I've noticed on a couple of them, like I missed blending it in really well. So I'm trying to be better about that. Okay, so what I'm seeing is I can see a little bit of my hyperpigmentation popping through. I don't know if that's coming through on your end, but I can see a little bit of that darkness like right here. So probably what I would do is I would like either like kind of like treat that area before I put the foundation on, like either with a color corrector or with this Danessa Myricks blurring balm powder that I love, just to kind of even it out a little bit in that spot so I don't have to keep putting more and more foundation on, which I really don't like to do. So, but I think the color is good. I think the color works. Okay. So far, so good. Okay, so I'm not going to put the concealer on yet because I want to try some of these other products. So one product that I picked up, and this was because Nikki LaRose recommended it, and this is the Revlon Color Stay Cream Shadow in the shade Caramel. So that's how that's looking. I usually don't like shadows from the drugstore. I mean, not like Revlon or like Maybelline, not the really well-known ones. I'm not going to say I don't like any of them, but she really raved about this one, so I want to give it a try. So this, let's just do a swatch of this shade. So there's a swatch. It looks really light. Let's see. Am I not grabbing enough? Okay, there it goes. So it's got kind of like a little bit of a shift, but it's on the bronzy side. Okay. So I have two brow products that I want to try. So one of them is the L'Oreal Faux Brow. It has a double brush tip to double the look of your brow hairs. I don't usually use these kind of products, but I saw it in Ulta, and then it said it was exclusive to Ulta, so I thought, I'm going to give this a try. So here's how that component is looking. And then here is, it's got like these like two prongs, if you will. There's the shade. It looks kind of light. All right, let's see how this goes on. Like I said, I usually just use like a pencil, but I was intrigued by this. And I never usually buy these brow products that mimic hairs, because I think I tried one time and I just didn't like it. But now this shade is a little bit warmer than my natural hair. My hair is like probably taupe and blonde would work better, but sometimes I just like to warm up my eyebrows a little bit, and so I'll buy like a soft brown, or I'll get like an Auburn. I think this one is Auburn. So I'm really hoping, because you don't really get the density from a product like this, which is usually why people use a pencil and then they go over it with this, and I'm just going right on my brows. It shows you how much I don't know about these types of products. So, okay. So that's this product, okay. And then I saw somebody loved this product and mentioned it on a video, and so I went ahead and picked it up. It's the Maybelline Super Slick Brow Glue. Okay, here's what that looks like. Another product I don't usually wear. Another product I don't usually wear, but this person raved about it, so I thought, let me give it a try. Okay, I'm just gonna go over. This product, the one that I put on, is kind of wet, so I don't know if I'm supposed to wait a little bit, but I'm gonna try it now since we're on the brows. But, because it does feel, you know, I don't feel like it's wet, the product, the L'Oreal. Okay, let's see if they stay in place. So that's the Super Slick. Okay, here's how that's looking. So it has this here. So this is like the cream. Okay, that looks like it'll work. And then the liquid is on the other side. Okay, so there is me doing a bad swatch. So there's the liquid and the cream, okay? So I think what I can do, because it says the liquid is for blemishes, so let's like spot treat those areas. And I am going to use a BK Beauty X Angie Hot and Flashy 8506. I love this brush. So, okay. It just fits like so perfectly in the under eye. And I think it's designed for more mature skin. The Angie Hot and Flashy collab. Okay, let's see if this did anything. Okay, I think it did cover up that area pretty good. Okay. So I think I'm going to try the cream. Let's see if I use my brush to do that. Here's how that looks. Apologize if I didn't like give you a good view of that before. Okay, so I'm picking up some of this and going under my eyes. Okay, let's see if that did anything. It did something, but I'm not much of a, you know, like a cream. I'm not much of a cream concealer. I really like the liquid. So let me go ahead and put some of the liquid. If we can like lighten all this up a little bit. The concealer to me looks a little on the yellow side. It's really hard to, you know, pick a concealer and sometimes even foundation when you're just looking online. I think I did pretty good with both. You guys will have to let me know what you think. I think the shade is fine. I think I would have liked it a little bit lighter, a tad lighter than this. Also, I think if you have, you know, concerns about darkness, I think that you would probably need to use more of this cream side. Yeah, because the cream to me, I don't know if that's coming across on camera, the cream to me looks like it's a little bit lighter. Yeah, the liquid is a little bit more like yellow and a little bit deeper. So I'm just gonna go right in with the cream, and I'm gonna add a little bit more to the corners of my eye. New for Morphe. Let me get you the name. This is the Cheek Thrills Multi-Finish Face Trio. And what shade did I get? I got shade Beach Bonfire, which is a coral peach. Now, I don't usually buy peach blushes, but I don't know, this one for some reason, just like whenever I saw it on anybody, I just liked the way it pulled. There is the back, and this is the front of the component. It's a plastic, and it, you know, everybody's saying it's reminiscent of the cheek clappers from One Size. You do have the little plastic lid here that goes over these. And let's see what it says about application. It says, capture how skin looks in life's most thrilling moments with this multi-finish face trio featuring 3 textures, a satin cream, a luminous balm, and a velvet powder in monochromatic tones. Mix and match for custom colors, effects, and finishes. Okay, so let's try to do the balm underneath, like the creamy part. Or should we do it like Patrick Ta? What does he do? He does the cream first and then the powder? I think that's what he does. Okay, so let me give you some swatches so we can see what we're working with here. Oh yeah, that I thought that middle shade wouldn't be as creamy as it is, but there's the swatch. I think it's really pretty. Okay, so let's go in with the cream. I'll tap some, and then we'll just start blending it in. Okay, I think that's pretty. I like that you can build this up. They do have deeper and more brighter shades. I think I was aiming to get something that was maybe not so much like all the other blush that I have. So I was like, the peach kind of like spoke to me for that reason. I usually go for pinks and mauves. Okay, so there is just the cream. Okay, and now I'm going to go in with the powder. Better tap that off on the back of my hand. Yeah, you can see that the pigment really shows up with the powder. Okay, something I like about this formula is that it it's very buildable, so it's not like Bam pigment, and then, you know, you have to like really blend it out. So I don't get that, but let's see about, here's that shade, that middle shade. Let's see what happens. Okay, yeah, that just gave it like a lot more glow. I like that. I like this shade right here is really nice. I really like it. It's kind of got like, I don't know if the camera is picking that up, but it has like this, almost like a duochrome. See? Really nice. Okay, I like that. I think this is very summery. And that was when I watched a few like shorts of different people, you know, different skin tones applying this. I was like, I mean, they're all nice. It's hard. I would have bought all 5 of them, but I wanted to try one. And I really liked this one because of that almost like duochrome. Really nice. Okay. So that's the Morphe dupe. I don't know if it's a dupe because I don't think I've tried his cheek clappers, but this is half the price. These are 19 and one size is 38. I think Patrick Ta, he doesn't even give you 3. He gives you 2, right? So that's the Patrick Ta, and his are around $40. So big difference, like half price. Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit of contour with the Sephora contour stick. The shade down below for you. There's the shade right there. So I'm just going to, I've had this on the whole time, but I'm just going to like touch it up a little bit. I have, this YSL came in this favorites that I got from Sephora, and this is the shade, and it's like one of those candy slicks. So there's a shade right there. So definitely not drugstore, but this is drugstore. I did a pickup order for Walmart, and I needed to get to $35 to get the free, like, there's a fee to do that, or if you order it online, same thing, you have to pay a fee. So I saw this Wet n Wild lip gloss, color icon, and they had the Zodiacs, so I got my Zodiac. And let me just show you what the shade looks like. So there's the shade right there. Thought it was like just fun, you know. Okay, let's put on a little bit of powder. And I want to just go in a little bit with my eyes here and just go in with, I feel like the eye look needs something. So I'm going to go in with this LA Girl palette. I reviewed this on another video recently. And I'm just going to pick up a little bit. I feel like my crease needs something. I mean, I think this is a really pretty shade, the one that was recommended by Nikki. But I also think, like, even if they're like these one and done shadows, I feel like sometimes they need a little bit of help. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with this really light shade, and I'm just gonna tap that like in the very corner of my eyes just to brighten that up a little bit. I was feeling like my eyes look a little closed up. And the Color Stay does not have, like, it has pigment, I can see it, but it's very subtle. And maybe that's what she likes about it. Makeup by Nikki LaRose, I think, or Makeup Nikki LaRose. I think it's Makeup by Nikki LaRose. Anyway, I'll tag her down below. But I think that's probably what she likes about it. I just need to go in a little bit to even out my eyes with the liner. Okay, I think the eyes look a little more finished off now, and I just love this palette. It's so pretty. Okay, so the final product that we're going to use again is from that TIR TIR set. And like I said, I don't think that they have this deal, the $41 deal anymore, but I did look at their website yesterday or the day before because I knew I was going to do this video, and they are having a sale. So if you want to check it out, there's still, you know, you could at least still get these on sale. Okay, so this is the TIR TIR Mask Fit Waterproof Setting Spray. Long-lasting, waterproof, hard fixing. Okay, so here's how the bottle is looking. Has a nice little pump. Let's shake it up. I don't know if you can see that. Ooh, that's a really... I'm going to get that on my camera. I don't want to do that. This is a really fine mist. Wow, that's really fine. And it sprays out this way. So I could actually feel that it hit my shirt too. So, you know, maybe a little bit closer, or... you know, like move it away a little bit or a little closer. I don't know. I'm going to have to play with it to see, you know, what works best for that. So I'm just going to take the headband off and we'll wrap this up. Okay, my friends. So here is the final look. I think it's very nice. I think this is a very nice foundation. It's definitely more, like, feels more hydrating than the ones in the compact that I mentioned I previously reviewed. Again, check that out in my foundation playlist if you want to see those. So I think it's nice. I don't love the shade that I got. It's a little, I feel like these products, and I felt this way with the other compact, the compact foundation, it's very hard to match the shade, at least in my opinion. You know, I could make it work, but it's not like, you know, if I was able to try this in the store, I don't think I would have gotten this shade, even though it sounds and it looks like it's, you know, like it's going to be the closest to my skin tone. But you see how it just has, like, it has a yellowness to it. And I think that's what it is. And I have an olive undertone. And so I tend to really just, you know, if I can get olive, and I could pull that off, then I usually will buy olive undertone, but most brands don't carry that, so I go with neutral. I used to go with warm, but I noticed that my skin would pull too warm. Like if it oxidizes, it might go a little too much in that direction, and I don't want that either. So then I stopped buying anything with warm in it for the most part and just started going with neutrals. And so this, like I said, it has like a yellowish undertone to it that I don't love. The product itself is very nice, but the shade is not perfect for me. And the same thing with the concealer. The concealer, in my opinion, is a little, it's a little on the, like, it's a little too deep. And so, and you know, here's that other side there. So this, the cream side. So the cream side doesn't look too bad, right? But then the liquid side is, you know, it's just a little, it's not bad. It's just a little deep, and I think I would have liked it just a tad lighter. But with that being said, I think both of these products are very nice. So if you could nail your shades, I think it's a great product. This Super Lock brow gel from Maybelline. Yeah, I could kind of feel it. I could feel like it did lock my eyebrows. I think that's fine. The jury is still out. I think I need to use this more. I think I need to also maybe use a pencil and then go in with this to try to get the look of the hairs. But I think it's a pretty nice product. You know, we'll just have to play with it more. The color stay is very pretty. I have semi-hooded eyes, and sometimes I don't like cream, like eyeshadows in any form, because after a while I could feel them as my eye is blinking, and then I'll get that crease like right in the middle after a few hours. So we'll have to see. This is the first time I'm trying this one. So I'll pin a comment and I'll let you guys know how it wore throughout the day. And the Morphe is beautiful. I think this is really nice. And the TIR TIR setting spray is really nice. The only thing I caution is it's so fine that it really sprays outward. So when you're spraying it, you are going to feel it maybe hitting your hair, maybe getting on your shirt. So that is the only thing that I would caution. You could buy all these products separately, by the way. I bought them as like a set for that sale, but these are all available separately and all, in my opinion, affordably priced. Like I said, I think the sale is still going on. The lid lock is exactly how I remembered it. It's great. I love it. I'm glad that I got it. And yeah, and that's basically all the products. I'm going to go ahead and wipe off all of these. So I'm going to go ahead and just wipe off all the swatches off the back of my hand here. But we are going out when my husband gets home. We're going to go out because I finally, after probably 10 or more years, I have wanted an Apple Air laptop. Okay, so my camera actually shut off because it has some like temperature feature, and so it's not done that before, but I changed the setting on it so it wouldn't do that. Anyway, I've had that computer, which is a good computer. It's an HP. It has the fast you know, system in it, and the i7 and all of that, but I've had some issues with it lately, and I mean, it's fine, it's working, I can continue to use the computer, but I saw that Best Buy was having like an Apple event, and because of my recent frustrations with some of the stuff I've had to remove from the computer, it just happens with those Windows computers. I just decided, you know what, I've wanted one for so many years. I think it will be more helpful for me with my editing, and they're just beautiful. They're just beautiful computers. So I purchased one, and I have it waiting for pickup. I have to go over there to pick it up. So I'm really excited about that. And anyway, so I'm hoping that that will improve like the quality of my videos too, because I really need to get, you know, I really want to get better at editing and so forth. And so I think that I think the Apple computer will help a lot. So that's what we're doing today. But that's about as much as I have for you today, my friends. I hope that you found this review of these products helpful. That's always my goal, is to help you decide if you want to spend your money on these products. And And I want to thank you for being here today, clicking on the video. If you can leave a comment below, I'd appreciate it. If you like the video, please give it a like. It helps push out this content into the algorithm so other people that may be interested can see it. And also, if you enjoy my content, I'd love for you to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you can be notified the next time I do post a video. And that's about it, friends. There's more to come, and I'll see you soon.